What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Um, Today will be, I guess, my Monday thoughts. Not Monday morning, but just my Monday thoughts. Um, I guess I'll talk a little bit about where my mind has been or what's on my mind. And I will say this: many a times that you watch videos, and I'm talking about certain things or feelings, and I'm expressing what people should do or blah blah blah. I'm actually a lot of times talking to myself. So the YouTube thing is somewhat of a therapeutic type of deal. You know what I'm saying? To get off what's on my mind. And, for a minute or more than a minute, I looked at it as got to finding out how much people were making off YouTube. Um, I got to the point where, dang, I really want to get on their level. I want to have this many followers. I want to be able to get this much money. And it would allow me to, stop working and do it full time and travel and maybe even move out of the United States, which is my goal. Um, but at the same time, you want it to be organic. You don't want anything that's false or whatever. Because even I see in like a lot of I have 164 subscribers, and I say out of that 100, on average, maybe 30 are really watching. So at the beginning, I just did, a lot of pushing on Facebook to friends and family. Go check out my YouTube channel, this and that. So, you'll get a lot of people that's going to show love, or they'll just do it out of love to see what's about first, and then they'll, subscribe, and that's it. So, with that being done, it doesn't diminish the love or make me feel any type of way, because that's how people show support. If it's something that somebody's not interested, they ain't interested. But anyway, besides that, I've just been looking at life, and I've been trying to, me personally, I've been trying to enjoy what I have: my wife, my children, my mother, my family. Even though I could spend more time with my mom and you know, my family, besides the family that's within my household. Um, I don't know. It's just like, are you wrong? I know is it wrong for wanting more? And when I say more, I mean like I'm blessed to have a job and I make decent money, but it's not what I would like to be doing. Um, I don't feel valued at my job. I don't feel like I'm, someone that they would miss if I was gone. I don't think too many people at my job feel that they are one of those people. I mean, my job doesn't make you feel like that at all. They make you feel like, okay, if you quit, we'll find somebody else to replace you. And I think that's most jobs, um, which I understand because they run into business. But I go to work to make money. It's not satisfying. It doesn't feel something inside of me. It doesn't feel that void that you need to be doing something of importance, something of meaning, something that you leave a legacy with, something that people will remember you by. And I'm not saying that my kids won't remember you by just being a good dad. Um, but I don't know. I know there's so much more for me than just working Monday through Friday, getting a paycheck and paying bills. And I do struggle with, like, what is my purpose? Am I supposed to use my voice to sing gospel? Am I supposed to be a pastor? Am I supposed to, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a child psychologist, and help kids that had been, traumatized by divorce and other things like that. So, today I told the Lord, I'm like, Lord, if it's for me to move to Africa, open the doors. If it's for me to sing for your glory, open the doors. If you tell me to go, I'll go. And that's where I'm at. Life is short, and you can't live it in a box. And I don't ever want to be that person that just gives up, you know. And a lot of times, I think in life, when things don't go as planned, excuse me, or it go as to that height that we wanted to go, we're all right, I'm good. On to the next thing. Um, I remember I always wanted to open a cleaning service because I saw my cousin Terry do it. Terry Brown, and he had people working for him, and he was making money. And I always thought, like, man, that's what's up. I want to be my own boss. And that was from like when I was young. I think in my early, maybe 20, 21, and later in the years, I ended up opening me a commercial cleaning company. I bought into a franchise, and I was bringing in some good money. I was making, besides my job, I was doing the cleaning service, and I was bringing an extra, I say $35,000 a year, besides my regular job. And after about over 3 years, I had the same contract, my major contract. I had some little contracts. I got some, I lost some for different reasons, but I kept that main one. And two, I came across, which I believe was racism. They had a guy who was white that worked the days, and he was a cool, laid back, older white guy, kind of like he might have been Italian or something because he had a little swag to him. I'm not gonna lie, his name was Paul, and he wears gold chains and whatever. And if I had an issue, and I cleaned at night. So if he had an issue, he would leave it in the cleaning book to say, look, this is what's wrong, blah, blah, blah. And for 3 years, this was no issues, just small things. So I think he ended up stepping down, or where I heard it, he stepped down. He didn't want to be in, because he was a day porter. He didn't want that position. He was getting older. He wanted something he could sit down and, I guess, be still. So they hired a younger, I say a white lady that was in her 40s. Yeah, she could have been younger, I don't know. But that's when the problem started. And when I say this lady was complaining about everything, she was trying, I got to the point where she was telling them that I wasn't changing the toilet paper rolls. And I got to the point where I would have to write the date on the inside of the toilet paper rolls. I bought like this marker kit that had like 64 markers in it. And the lady was taking the toilet paper, putting the old one back on, not knowing that I had put the dates on the inside. So then I knew what she was doing. She was trying to get me to lose the contract. And I had became cool with the people on the floor that worked in the plant. And I even would bring in this lady I used to work with, Tamika. She used to bring in these cups, and the cups during Christmas time as gifts for everybody on the line. And she would stuff them with cookies and candy canes or whatever. So I had her make me up about 25 to 30 of them, and I handed them out to the ladies that worked in the plant because it was more ladies up front. All white ladies worked up front, and there was a couple of people through the shop floor, a couple of guys that always, I gave them to the ones that always spoke to me, always said you're doing an excellent job, show the appreciation. So Christmas time, uh, the first year they were having, I gave these out early before Christmas, maybe a week before or whatever, and the lady was like, well, why don't you put in for the Christmas potluck, and you or whoever you bring with you, they can eat whatever. So I did, and that became a thing. They would tell me, we're having this, you need to have your money in, blah blah blah, and I would pay, no issue. So when this new lady came along, one of the ladies that I was cool with, liked to run her mouth about everybody's business. She came to me and she said, "Oh, she's trying to get you out of here. She has a friend that needs a job and she wants her to do what you guys are doing at night." So they say she was all in the owner's ear and this and that. And I received a letter that they didn't send it to me. They sent it to the company that I was a franchise owner of, which was disrespectful. But the letter stated that I was the best cleaning company they had had in years, and at this time we would have to depart ways, not because of the cleaning service, because it was A1, but because of financial issues, which I knew was a lie because they kept their quarterly earnings up on this board, and they were bringing in millions. So anyway, it kind of left a real funky taste in my mouth. Um, we know there's racism. It's racism as black people. I say black and brown. A lot of people other than us don't understand what we go through, and they never will. But that left a bitter taste. I say that to say that it left a bitter taste in my mouth towards business. It really did, and it left a bitter taste in my mouth for the cleaning business. The cleaning business is a very dirty business. You cleaning things that you wouldn't want to do. The average person don't want to do. I mean, toilets. You cleaning piss and whatever else up, and people will do things out of spite because they don't have a life. Mess up after you clean up, dirty rugs. I've I've seen it all, um, and I've heard it all from other people that were franchise owners or janitors or um, things like that were in the business. And one thing I know, it's a dirty business, but it's money in dirt, and it's very hard to keep your customers happy because people have this idea that even though they don't keep the building clean and they don't clean up behind themselves, and you may clean the building cleaner than it was, you may do better. Let me say, you can come in and improve the building, clean and with your heart into it. And when you miss something, they'll write it in a book or they'll complain or I need a free clean or whatever. But you both know, the customer and the owner of the cleaning service, we know that I'm doing a better job than what was previously done. And I'm doing a better job than you do because you leaving the mess. But yet and still, now you become picky. Customer becomes picky. They having a bad day. Now they want to take it out in the cleaning service. Something is missing. The cleaning service had to do it. Oh, the toilets ain't this. Whatever the case may be. So it's not an easy business. Um, but that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. It didn't kind of. It did. But now I want to get into either A food truck or a small restaurant. That's what I want to do. But you know, you got to have the capital to do that. So it's all about um, finding that right business opportunity. But I'm open to whatever the Lord has for me. And like I say, I thank God for my many blessings all around the board. I mean, from the time I was born to now, I just thank Him for all the blessings because when I look back over my life, I've had a blessed life. Have I had some struggles? Yes. Have I had some heartbreaks? Yes. Has a lot of that been from me being hard headed? Yes. Has that been from situations I could have avoided? Yes. Has some of that been out of my control? Yes. But like right now in my life, I know it in my soul that I have so much more to give to this world. And I believe that I'm not living up to my potential. And it's just like I'm trying to find my way on not how to get that out, how to get that whatever it is to shine through so that the world can see it, to leave my mark. I know that may sound crazy to some, and it's not for like people's approval or anything like that, but it's more for my from in my spirit that I feel it like there's much more for me to be doing in life. And it's not to say, well, I want to leave everything that I have and been blessed with and just boom. But it's like I want to add to that life, if you get what I'm saying. Just like with anything that I do, I want to try my hardest to be the best at it. I want to try my hardest to shine at it. And just like this with this channel, it's therapeutic for me, but at the same time, I want the channel to shine. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to be in a position where somebody can watch one of my videos and be blessed, be encouraged, uh, even be transformed or renewed to want to do something different in life or see a different outlook in life. And in every which way that I move from the YouTube channel to my music to whatever I do in life, I plead the blood of Jesus over it, and I pray that this channel takes off, so I can be able to do some of the things that I want to do outside of the United States. Um, I want to start a self-sustained community over in Africa. Um, and I just pray that God leads me to do my purpose, and at the same time let His will be done. So I done got on here and rambled enough, but I think we all have times in our lives where your mind is racing and it's going and it's so much, and it's not like you unhappy, you know. I've been depressed and I know what depression is, but it's not a depression. It's just like you get to thinking there's more to life than to just living day by day, work, you know, blah, 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 lined up. There's so much more, so much more. I'm appreciating what I have and thanking God for the blessings. And I'm thanking God for the blessings that are to come. I pray that whatever it is that you want out of life and whatever it is that you're looking for, that God brings it to you. I pray that if anybody is out there hurting, I plead the blood of Jesus over you, and I ask the Lord to touch you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet and heal you Anybody that's going through mental issues, I pray that there is somebody out there that you can talk to or some relief that you get. And I ask that the Lord sends his angels round about you to keep you safe and out of harm's way. And I once heard a man say, over, it was a voiceover. He was like, if I make a video and only 13 people watch it, that's a blessing. Because if 13 people came through that door right now and stood in front of me to listen to what I had to say, what more could you ask for? So if 6 people sat in front of me and listened to what I say, it's still an audience. If it's one person, I appreciate you. So I appreciate every last person that has ever watched the video, ever hit the like button, ever hit a comment button. And for those of you that just subscribe just for looking out, much love. I'll let y'all later.